Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. And today we're continuing the quest that we got last time. We got a new quest after we finished the last one, which was to go visit the Wangshu Inn. And we're probably trying to find Zhao, but I'm not exactly sure what we're doing because it says talk to Varigoldet down here. But I'm sure we'll figure it out in a second. Each lantern, right, is... Oh, so this one's not voiced, or is it voiced? We're in a bit of a pickle. A lot of our staff have gone back home to spend the lantern rite with their families. It's difficult to run the inn like this. Greeting the guests, decorating the inn, and making preparations for the celebration, all on top of our regular responsibilities, of course. There's no way Smiley Yang Xiao can keep up with this workload. If you don't mind, Traveler, could you lend a hand? Alright, so we might be doing some menial tasks here. I thought we'd be trying to get Zhao to join the lantern rite, but maybe that's the next like big quest, and this is just like a mini quest. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. You can find him in the kitchen. So what is the point of this quest then? Like, is this I suppose we could check in here if this is one of the lantern rite tales, like in their number 2. Oh no, this is the quest that you have to do to unlock the lantern rite tales too. Okay, that makes sense. So let's go ahead. Who's that? The kitchen's is staff only. Oh, it's you. Do you need something? If you're looking to order food, yeah, we're here to help. You can't help? Oh, I can't complain about that. Not when I'm completely swamped. Could you go downstairs and get the cooking ingredients that just came in for me? I need them very urgently. While you're at it, also take these Zhao lanterns and hang them up on the 2 trees by the entrance of the inn. The innkeeper's been nagging me about it for way too long. Okay, hang up lanterns, gather the things. So could we just jump? It does seem like we can probably just jump. This doesn't really seem like the entrance. I wouldn't have called this random dock the entrance, but maybe that's how people get to this place. Alright, ingredients. 1. Oh, it also gave me a feather. Interesting. Is this an ingredient or just... Oh, it's 2 apples. Okay. Somehow the first one I investigated something instead of picking up the ingredient. Okay, so now I need to hang some Zhao lanterns. If I remember correctly, last time this quest was really short, at least for the first lantern rite tales. I don't know why I'm picking all these things up, but I feel the need to pick them up at the moment. Okay, so what are we hanging them on? Trees. Oh, those 2 trees. How did they even get trees here? Like, this pot would not hold a tree, right? That doesn't make any sense. It needs, like, roots and stuff. Alright, I assume we can just teleport and don't actually have to carry them because that would be silly. Now I'm sure there are some quests where you actually have to carry things, but in this case we're not really carrying things, so. Oh, we're supposed to put them right here? Alright. Talk to Smiley Yang Zhao. How did it go? Is everything taken care of? Yep, all done. Thanks, I owe you big time. Now I need to get these dishes out pronto or else the customers will start complaining. Is that it? Okay, back to Bear. Oh, you're back? Is Yang Xiao? He should be able to manage now. That's good, thanks for the help. What are you doing here? Is this Wang Ya or is this someone else? Oh, it is Wang Ya. Nothing here either. What a coincidence, I didn't expect you to be here. One could say I'm delivering Zhao lanterns. Have you heard about Qingxi village yet? Village? It's pretty far off from the city. Most of the villagers are either children or elderly. So each year around the lantern rite, the Ministry of Civil Affairs delegates a representative to bring them some essentials. The first batch has already been delivered, but I'd like to go a step further and make sure that the festive atmosphere makes its way to the village as well. That's why I asked poet Jingshu, I don't know how to say your name, sorry, to prepare some lantern riddles and go to Qingxi village to entertain local children. Oh yeah, he's the guy who's like competing with the painting dude. A poet of his reputation should be up to the task. I also want to involve Mr. Bo Huan. He's pretty good calligrapher. It would be amazing if he could help the elderly write their wishes on the Zhao lanterns. However, despite my best efforts to find him, Mr. Bo Huan is nowhere to be found. Someone told me that he'd gone to gather materials in Dahua Marsh, so I came here looking for him. Wouldn't harm. Mr. Bohuan, let me think. He came to the inn not too long ago. He mentioned he'd be gathering things nearby. I wouldn't be surprised if he's since left the area. There are a lot of monsters lurking in the wild. I see, but I already told Qingshu to meet me at Wangshu Inn. He'll be coming here shortly. Could you find Mr. Bohuan for me, traveler? Alright, guess we're going to find that dude. I'll wait for Qingshu here. We still have some matters to discuss. Yeah. Some of these names are too close to other people's names. Like, that guy, his name in my head is too close to Jingchu, which is one of the 4-star playable character dude. And I don't know, like, they don't look at all the same, yet I feel the need to pronounce them almost the exact same. So, I mean, that's just like a flaw in my head because I don't really get how to pronounce Chinese names. But, I mean, that's how it goes, I suppose. We could use some silk flowers. I know we're going to need them for Hu Tao coming up here. I already have enough to get Hu Tao maxed, but there's also other characters that need them, like Jingchu, per se. So, it'd be good. Like, I only have enough to do one character. I don't have enough for 2 characters. Can you leave me alone, dude? We'll be Zhongli just because Zhongli doesn't really take damage. What is happening here? Stabilize. We seem to have attracted a random Abyss Mage, who I guess has to die because otherwise I can't talk to this quest dude. I hate Abyss Mages, they're so annoying. Oh, now you're leaving? Alright. Apparently he de-aggroed, and then re-aggroed, and then de-aggroed again. Alright, he's the on. Thank you, Sai, I'm so careless. What were you up to here? I came here looking for materials. I thought it'd be nice to make some decorative writings to give to my friends as lantern rite gifts, but I need a few bottles of special ink for those. It was supposed to just be a pleasant little walk in search of required ingredients. I would never have expected to come across monsters. Never. About Wang Yan's request. Go to Qingsi village and do some calligraphy for the villagers? No problem at all. You can count on me. Qingsi village? Oh, it's the one with the huge population of elderly people. Here's an idea. Why don't you help me find core lapis and a chinsing. I need those to make some ink. So that's the chinsing flower, right? You make ink out of those? Yeah, how do you make ink out of a rock and a flower? I'm not really seeing how that works, but whatever. There's a gap in your knowledge, I see. Powdered core lapis dissolved in ink makes the character shine with the most radiant shade of gold. Okay, cool. Chinxa juice, on the other hand, adds a delicate flowery fragrance to the natural scent of ink. If the ink itself is good enough, those 2 aromas will complement each other. Oh, so you just use it on normal ink. Those 2 things don't actually make ink. Okay. It's nothing compared to the lengths some connoisseurs are willing to go to produce their inks. Let's keep it simple this time. Just gather the materials and give them to me. I mean, I should have those things. I need a moment to catch my breath. Those monsters scared the life out of me. Yep. I do need more core lapis, probably, at some point. Especially if I plan on getting Kaching. I'm so torn on whether I need to, or I should get Kaching or not. It's like, the Kaching banner is in 1 or 2 days. Either or. I think it's like a day and a half or something. So, like, I'm really torn because I really want Kaching, but I'm also not going to use Kaching for a while. So it's really difficult because I'm like one of those people who wants to collect all the things. So I need Kaching to collect all the things. But if I use all my materials on Kaching, then it's going to be really hard to get Hu Tao. And I could get Kaching anytime. But this is such a good opportunity to get Kaching. But it's also really stupid to summon on the Kaching banner unless Kaching is like just your favorite character and you're going to use her immediately. So I don't know. Maybe someone has some advice on that, but as far as I know, all of my thinking is correct there. I'm just still torn because it could go either way. Alright, I've got everything I need. You can go back to Wangya now. I'll head to Wangshu Inn after a short moment's respite. But yeah, it's tough sometimes when you really want a character, but especially when it's like one of the standard characters that you can get anytime. Because it's such a good opportunity to get Kaching and make sure that I get Kaching. But like, I could just then pull Kaching on the Hu Tao banner right after that before I get Hu Tao, and then I'd be really sad, right? But I also want C1 Bennett. I heard that C1's maybe overhyped. I don't know whether that's true or not, because it kind of seems really good. But maybe I'll just summon for Bennett like pretty hard, and then if we get Kaching, then we get Kaching. But the problem is, if we don't get Kaching, then it's gonna be a disaster. If it's like we get a different hero besides Kaching, like a fourth Diluc, or is it a third? I think it's a fourth Diluc. If I get a fourth Diluc and still don't have any of the other standard characters, I'm gonna lose it. Maybe. Probably not, but I mean, I'd be a little bit upset. Because then it means I'm going to have to spend some money to actually get Hu Tao, because Hu Tao is kind of like a I need it type of character. Plus, I don't know what's after Hu Tao. They haven't really released what's coming up next. So the smart move is obviously to save, but... Hey, have you found Mr. Bo Huan? How did I say his name earlier? I thought I had it right. Bo Huan. Bo Huan yet? Is he on board with my plan? Hey, you promised he'd get that. Great, I ran into Xing Shu earlier, and he seemed quite perturbed. He went out for a walk saying that he needed to look for some inspiration. I'm beyond grateful. I'll wait for Mr. Bohua here and fill him in with the details. Then I need to stay the course with all the unfinished matters in Liyue Harbor. Looks like my back and forth trips between Wangshu Inn and Liyue Harbor will continue for a while. We'll head to Qingce Village as soon as I'm done with all the outstanding tasks. Should you wish to join us, you can meet us there. If only I could handle all my workload faster. So I assume that the next Lantern Rite Tales is going to take part in Qingce Village then. But obviously to get to the next part, we have to do all the tasks that we just unlocked. So why don't we take a look at those and then maybe do one after 6 hours. Why after 6 hours? Whatever. We could do Illuma Screen 2, or we could save Illuma Screen 2 for its own thing. I think we'll save Illuma Screen 2 for its own thing. Because the Illuma Screen ones are like the ones that are worth double Festival Fever. Plus they give you a whole bunch of chests, and I did check on my previous video because I wasn't checking while I was... Oh, we should just accept all. I wasn't checking while I was doing the quest. All of the chests that you open in the Illuma Screen challenge also give you Primo Gems. It's only 5 Primo Gems per chest, but the quest is only worth 30 Primo Gems. And the chests, there's 3 chests, so you get 15, so it's like 50% of the Primo Gems you're getting extra, essentially. So it can be pretty nice. So we got a whole bunch of quests now. We'll save Illuma Screen and pick a different one that we hopefully can do and isn't blocked. This one appears to be blocked, so we'll have to unblock it. But why don't we just do the first one? Lantern Rite Big Business, Mr. Zhu. Where's he at? See, he's all the way in Liyue. Alright, we got it. Oh no, he's not. He's right here. Oh, it's this dude who's got like the inn that he owns in the middle of nowhere. Or maybe it's not him. I don't know if this is all owned by the same person or not. There's like a building here, and then there's a building over there. Yeah, it does appear to be like the bed and breakfast or whatever that we're going to at the moment. And that's where we went with Mona. This is where we had to find like that guy's ring inside the slimes or whatever. Pretty sure it was this guy's ring. Either that or it was some random guy sitting at this table. There must be a way. A way to do what? Oh, it's you, traveler. You know it's time. how it's the time of the lantern, right? Well, I was trying to think of a way to give my business a bit of a boost during all the festivities. Good location, nice scenery, and food, we've got plenty of that too. I can see it now. They'll release the Mingjiao lantern in the city here. We've got tasty food, plenty to drink, and an incredible view. It's going to be spectacular. Can you even see the lantern from here? There's a giant mountain in the way. That seems like a little bit of an issue. This will be my main selling point to attract more customers. What do you think? Well, you really... yeah, that's what I was saying. Of course you could see it from here. The lantern's so big that you'll certainly be able to see part of it at least. Anyway, we'll get to that when the time comes. First I need to get the inn squared away for more guests. Traveler, could I trouble you to collect some Zhao lantern making materials? I would like to hang some around the inn. Yeah, I might as well make the lanterns. All I need are the materials. Constructing the lanterns can be quite time consuming. So once you've collected all the materials, just give them to Dummy and he'll take care of the rest. I'll be attending to the other matters in the meantime. Of course, I won't be letting you leave empty-handed. I'm sure you'll be rewarded after some guests come and business picks up. And if there's no guests, well, even if there's no guests show up, I'll still have something prepared for you. Don't worry about that. I'm sure more guests will arrive. Will start to arrive once the inn is put in good order. Just pass those materials to Dummy. I finalize the payment tomorrow based on the situation. Okay, I mean, I have plenty of materials, so that shouldn't be an issue. Although it would only take a few seconds for me to make a bunch of lanterns. Oh, right, you could just give the materials to me and I'll take it from here. You don't even want the rock? I don't know, where is the rock? It's right there, the plastite or whatever. Isn't that the stuff that makes the lanterns float? I mean, I guess if you're just hanging up lanterns, you don't really need them to be able to float, right? Good thing too, because the rock is by far the rarest one. Well, it's not that rare, it's more that it's annoying to collect lots of rocks, and it's a lot easier to just collect lots of plants or kill lots of monsters. Thanks, I was just beginning to worry that you literally only took 2 of each. Just give me a moment to make a few Zhao lanterns and we can hang them up together. Oh, so you didn't want me to make the lanterns because it's too time consuming, but I should wait here while you make the lanterns. Genius. And that should about do it. Here, take these Zhao lanterns and hang them up beside the inn. I still need to make a few more lanterns in case we need them later. Okay.
We're way behind schedule.
Where did that go? All the way up there, huh?
Next on the agenda.
Are we good? Meet in the following afternoon, 12 to 8. Is this 12 to 8? Okay, what? 12 to 18. Hold on. So does it have to be tomorrow? Yeah, because we're currently, let's boop, 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 boop. Go like right here, that should do it. Man, they really make you wait the full time. They don't pull any punches at this screen. Ah, we've done it. Strange, very strange indeed. I wonder what's wrong. Hardly any guests came at all yesterday. How could that be? There should be loads of travelers for the festival. Maybe it's because hardly anyone ever passes through. Oh, jeez. No, that can't be it. There must be something wrong with the way I'm trying to attract guests. Perhaps it'd be better if I attracted guests more directly. I mean, yeah, you should probably, like, do some actual advertising. Traveler, could you please go around and attract some guests for me? You can mention that we have good food, nice rooms, and an excellent view of the Lantern Rite Festival. I'll keep thinking if there are any other ways to attract some guests. Again, I don't really want to lie to the guests about the nice view of the Lantern Rite. It just seems like a falsity. A fallacy. That one. Is falsity a word? I know that fallacy is a word, but is falsity a word? Oh yeah, let's talk to the Millilith. That'll work. Please wait while we perform routine inspection. Would you like... Oh yes, I in fact heard about the inn, but I'm on duty now. I appreciate your kind offer, but I'm afraid I just can't abandon my post. Great. Alright, that went well. Next. Why is there a lizard on the path? Get over here, Mr. Lizard. I'm gonna catch you. Okay, so why don't we find someone who we can actually attract besides a Millilith guard? Yes, the guy who lives right next to it. Genius. Would you like to stay at the inn? Oh, I know the place, but I'm afraid that his inn is simply too far. What? Those lights couldn't add. It's right there. If that tree was gone, I could probably see it. I could carry you over there. Whatever. Look. This is the tree I was talking about. Okay, maybe we couldn't have quite seen it, but like, look, we could. It's because there's no good road that leads over here from there. Just dig into this mountain a little bit. Do some explosive excavation. Where am I going? Oh, you're all the way down here. Oh, you see, you got it. You're attracting guests. Maybe. Right this way, please. Everything's already been prepared, so have a seat. Who are these two? Ah, yes, I was just attracting guests when I ran into these two. That's right, this lady is from Minghua Bank, and I'm one of the bank employees. The lady and I were just setting off on a distant journey at the start of the lantern ride. I'm afraid she feels a little homesick. So we decided to find a spot to watch the Zhao lanterns, which is when we happened to meet Mr. Zhu. Man, you are the luckiest man ever, because these people should not be here. Yes, and it just so happens that we've just prepared new Zhao lanterns for the inn. Was it Minghua Bank you said? Does that mean... I shan't pry. You two must be exhausted from your journey. Please have a rest while we prepare some food for you. Traveler, could you lend us a hand? We'll need to quickly prepare some food for our two guests. Please prepare a serving of delicious jewelry soup. I'll be sure to compensate you accordingly. I feel like you're making me do a lot here that I don't particularly want to do. Do I already have jewelry soup? It does appear that I already have the soup. It certainly is. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's your food. Please enjoy. Don't you have like a cook to do this for you? This traveler has gone to great lengths to help with everything. We'd be delighted if she could join us. Judging from your appearance, you must also be a traveler on some distant journey. The festival makes for a fitting time for people to come together, share a meal, and enjoy a lively time with one another. Yes, in fact, would you also care to join us, Mr. Zhu? Oh, yes, I'd be delighted. Well, everyone begins eating. Thank you for your service. Here's some mora. Please check the amount. Sure thing. This mora will be plenty. Now, will you two travelers be continuing further on your journey, or will you return to the city? I've heard that the Mingjiao Lantern will be particularly impressive this year. We will be sure to go see if we get the chance. Thanks for letting us know, Mr. Zhu. Excuse me, Mr. Zhu, would you be willing to sell us one of your Zhao lanterns? Even if we don't get the opportunity to see... I can't read anymore, I'm done. Mingjiao Lantern in the city, it would still be nice to release the Zhao Lantern, right? I thought you said that you had two Zhao Lanterns with you. Yes, it is the lantern, right, after all? Sure, no problem at all. I just happen to have a few Zhao Lanterns that were just made today. Yeah, but none of those have the floaty stuff, the plastite. Here, you may have this lantern free of charge. It is the lantern, right, after all. You may keep your mora. What was the point of us doing any of this, then? Thank you, Mr. Zhu. Do you know of a suitable place to release the lantern nearby? A place to release Zhao Lantern, huh? Let me think. It should be somewhere higher up. Ah, yes, I remember that there should be some suitable places if you follow this road further up the mountain. However, there's been word of monsters appearing on the mountain, so you two should be careful. Oh, man. Oh, we're talking to these guys now. Traveler, I'm sorry to trouble you, but would you be willing to escort us up the mountain to release the Zhao Lantern? Sure. My apologies. I'm afraid that we cannot return to the city at this time because of certain matters. As such, we'll require your protection on the mountain. We can leave whenever you're ready. After we release the Zhao Lantern, we'll continue on our way. Okay, guess we're doing that. Where are we going? That way? Wait, you can't collect these flowers when it's raining? What kind of baloney? Okay, well, how do we get up on the mountain? Have you written your wish on the lantern? Yes, I've already written it. It's just that I don't know if it could ever come true. It will. I know it will. I hope so. And you, have you written your wish on the lantern as well? Oh, me? No, I don't need to wish for anything. Oh, I fell off. That's what I get for trying to read while walking. So we're just like climbing this mountain now? It doesn't really seem like the strat, but okay. Well, we made it. No monsters though. This would actually be a very suitable place to release the Zhao Lantern. Thank you, Traveler. You're welcome. I just hope that her wish will come true. Thank you, Traveler. We should be on our way now. Why did I come? There were no monsters. Okay, back to Mr. Zhu, I guess. Oh, jeez. Some of these quests are quite arduous. At least we unlocked the second lantern, right, Tails? Right, everybody? Yay! Yeah, we'll definitely only do the Illuma screen too. Because that one is kind of fun, like you get to find treasure and stuff. The other ones are just kind of like meticulous and boring. Oh, we appear to be done though. Hopefully.
This life isn't bad.
Okay, Mr. Zhu, what's up? Ah, you're back. It's been difficult to attract guests during the festival. Huh, what about the two guests that were here earlier? Have they left already? Yes, they continued on their journey. Oh, I see. Leaving on a journey during the Lantern Rite mustn't be easy for them. Huh, now that you mention it, regardless of whether they were heading towards or away from Liyue, don't you find it a little strange that they continued their journey without stopping for the night? When I met them earlier, it was clear from their expressions that they didn't know which way to go. They even jumped when I called after them, and there was something a bit off about their attire as well. Oh, forget about it. Here's the compensation I promised you earlier. Thanks for all your help. I mean, that seems like a pretty significant thing that we should maybe consider looking into. But okay. Maybe we'll look into it in the future? I don't know. You kind of just ended the quest on like those guys are really suspicious. Alright, bye. Like, okay, hopefully maybe in the Lantern Rite Tales 3 we'll see them again and we'll figure out what the heck's going on. I mean, if they're headed that way, they're probably going towards what? Wangshu Inn, maybe Qingce Village. So they could, in theory, be in a location for us to meet them again. But either way, I guess that's going to do it for this one. Today we unlocked the Lantern Rite Tales 2, as well as did a kind of boring quest, but it's whatever. We'll do the Illuma screen 2 next time, but either way, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next time.